Hi guys, welcome back to Bubbles and Bees Poshmark. We are officially doing our very first What Sold video. So I have had a Poshmark closet for just about a full fiscal quarter, so 3 months. But we're gonna cover everything that sold in October and November. Apparently I'm spitting everywhere. I'm a lifelong thrifter. I've thrifted my whole life, but just for me. And my best friend Carrie, she actually inspired me to do a Poshmark closet because she was a full-time Poshmark reseller, and she was like, "You should do it too." I was like, "Well, I can't have time to do it full-time, but we're gonna do it part-time." So I got my handy-dandy book of everything that sold, but we're also gonna be popping some things up on the screen so that way you guys can kind of see what's goings on. Okay. This might be a little all over the place, but bear with me. My very first Poshmark sale, I had the zoomies. I was running all over the house. I was so excited. I was so happy. Sold on October 17th. I think I had listed that right around, all the rest of them I have the dates where they originally listed, but my very first one I did not write down the day that I actually listed it, and I couldn't find it on Poshmark. But I know it was less than a week from when I had posted it. So it sold on October 17th. It was a Victoria's Secret's pink red long sleeve t-shirt. There was no cost for this, but I had it was the 29th item that I had ever listed. I had marked it, I listed it for $10. It sold for $9, so I made $6.05. I was super excited and super happy about that sale. So the next one I know I had listed on, because I wrote down everything after that. I listed this item on 10/17 and it sold on 10/23. So it was a Chicos blue tennis skirt, so like a skirt with the shorts under it. This was no cost to me at all. It was the 43rd item that I listed, and I was a listing machine, y'all. When I first started, I was like every day it was just listings and listings and listings. So I listed it for $23. It sold for $18, and I made a profit of $14.40. Now, this one was my very first big sale. I was so freaking excited. It was a Gandria Blouse, and so if you see these things, this is a BOLO brand, you want to pick this thing up. I found this in the bins, right? So I listed this on October 31st and it sold on November 2nd, so a very fast turnaround there. It cost me $1.24 because I shopped from the bins. It was my 107th listing. So for me to be having a closet for literally only 30 days at that point, 31 days, and have 100 some listings, y'all gotta know I was putting in that work. I was putting in the work. But I listed it for $165. It sold for $125, and my earnings after all the fees, and I'm just gonna tell you guys the net profit of everything and not the gross from, you know, Poshmark 20% and the free shipping and all that stupid shit that I was doing. We'll get to that. So my net profit on that was $90.79. So I was super excited about that, right? My fourth sale was the Adriana Pel black and pink dress. I listed this on October 26th. It sold on November 4th. It cost me $10. I listed it for $60. It sold for full asking price. I did offer free shipping on this item, so my net profit was $30.03. The next item that sold, I listed on October 24th. It sold on November 8th. It was a Betsy and Adams black cocktail dress. It cost me $10. Okay, I had listed it for $80 and it sold for $65. Again, I offered free shipping. And my net profit was $34.03. Now, this next one was my very first same day sale. When you're a new reseller, when you experience some of these things for the first time, like, it makes your day. Like, you just get so excited and it creates this kind of addiction in you. So you gotta be careful because you get so excited and you're constantly checking after you list stuff, like, did it sell, did it sell? So you gotta find a cadence to be able to be like, it'll sell when it sells. But I was very excited that this was my very first same day sale. It was listed on November 10th. It sold November 10th. It was this Aloe purple long sleeve open back shirt. It cost me $1.07. This was my 150th listing. So guys, I was going crazy. I was going ham. I listed it for $15. It sold for $13. So after everything, I made $6.96. So I was very happy about that. This next one was my first, like, within 24 hours. So, like, them same day things, like, which, oh, yeah, I was excited. I was so excited. Don't let me get into all my stories. I'll be here forever. So my next one was listed on November 10th and it sold on November 11th. It was an Klein new with tags work trouser pant. It cost me $1.07. I listed them for $40. I sold them for $36. I'd offered free shipping. I've gotten away from that. So my net profit was $19.76, which is still really, really awesome. Another BOLO brand you want to look out for is Hatch. It's a maternity brand. November 7th is when I listed it. It sold on November 11th. So it was this Hatch black and white striped shirt. Hope you guys are seeing everything on the screen. And it cost me $1.07. I listed it for $50. It sold for $45. I offered free shipping. So my net profit was $26.96. Okay. This next one was listed on 11/15 and it sold on 11/16. This was a Top Shop coat. It was this beautiful camel color coat with this like red undertag. I thought about keeping that for myself because it was gorgeous. I did not weigh it, but I know that the average cost of per item, because I didn't know to weigh things at this point in time. I've since gotten a scale. But my average cost of goods per that particular thrift haul were $2. So I have the price listed as $2. I had listed it at $55 with free shipping. It was a full price sale. So no, excuse me, it sold for $49, and then my net profit was $29.23. This next one, I love the fact that someone even bought this. I was excited. If I thought about keeping it myself for quite a bit of time. I tried to wear it, but I couldn't find the right shoes for it. It was a Zan Amsterdam Skirt, and it's a reversible skirt. It was so cool. So I listed that on November 9th. It sold November 17th, so less than 10 days. It cost me $1.07. I listed it at $35. With free shipping. It sold for $31. My net profit was $15.76. So you guys are going through this video and listening to me saying all these things. You're kind of seeing the pattern. My mentality of offering free shipping at that time was simply to get into the Poshmark's algorithm as quickly as I could. So offering free shipping in my mind was something that would attract buyers, make the, put a lot of activity on my page in a very short amount of time, which it did, but it also ate very heavily into my profits. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. Would I do it again in retrospect? Absolutely not. In retrospect, if I were to go back and do it again, I would offer discounted shipping as opposed to free shipping. So that way I'm only losing $2 or $3 while still gaining that traction on my brand new page, as opposed to losing practically $8 for several sales, which was what's happening here, because they do add up. But that's okay, because my goal was all the same and I got a lot of traction very quickly. Just be careful with the free shipping. Just make sure that the price point of the item is at a particular point. Like, I don't think I'm going to offer free shipping going forward for anything less than $50. That's just me. You can do what you want. It's your closet. It's your business. You handle it accordingly. Where did we leave off? The Zan Amsterdam Skirt. Okay, cool. So the next one was this gorgeous Alex Evenings black dress. I love this dress. It was so beautiful. I listed it on October 27th. It sold November 20th. So that one almost sat for a month. The cost was $10. I had it listed for $55 with discounted shipping. It sold for $40, and my net profit on that was $19.02. So after that, our next sale were some Abercrombie and Fitch jeans. I listed them on November 12th. They sold on November 21st. They cost me $2. I listed them for $40 with free shipping. They sold for $34. My net profit was $17.23. Okay. These next ones were, get you a Posh or VA. If you're on Poshmark, you need to be using Posh or VA. Posh or VA is the truth, okay? And they're not sponsoring this video or nothing. They should. Posh or VA is running your closet for you in the background, so it's frequently sharing your closet for you. It's automatically sending offers out depending on the settings that you have set for it. So mine is like after 10 minutes. If someone likes an item, it sends them an offer for like 10 or 15% off with discounted ship. That thing is the truth, okay? Get you a Posh or VA. Okay, I lost my place. I lost my place for a second. I had to go back and find it. Get you a Posh or VA. So these Jones New York green pants, these were pants that I had originally listed way back in early October. Once I got my Posh or VA, I had set it to relist things that were older than 40 days. And so these Jones New York green pants have been relisted automatically by Posh or VA on November 24th, and they sold on November 25th. So get you a Posh or VA. These pants cost $0 to me. I had them listed for $15. They sold for $13, so my profit was $7. Let's see, I had this Brooklyn cloth 3XL hoodie. I almost kept it, but I was like, nah, this has to go to somebody that's really gonna use it. I listed it on October 18th. It sold on November 25th. They cost me $0. I had it listed for $30, and then I did a price drop to $24 because after so long, you as a new Poshmarker, you start getting a little anxious, you start getting a little nervous that you're not making frequent sales, or you may make one sale for 3 days in a row, and then it'll go like 4 days and you haven't sold anything, and you start freaking out a little bit, and you're like, you start going through your closet, okay, be like, what can I sell really fast? And I just started dropping the prices on certain stuff. So that was one of those things. So I dropped the price down from $30 to $24. It sold at $24. And my net profit was $18. So now we have this Zara Mens t-shirt that had originally been listed in early October. Posh or VA automatically deleted the old listing and relisted it. Love me some Posh or VA. It relisted it on November 24th. It sold on November 26th. It cost me $0. I had it listed for $15. It sold for $15, and my net profit was $11. Love that. I love a full price sale, especially when I'm not offering free shipping. It's all good though. It's all good. So these also sold, and I feel like they sold a little later because it got cooler and the color and everything. They were just cute. They're just so cute. So these are New Direction like faux corduroy pants. I listed them October 16th. They sold November 27th. So they sat a little over a month, and they were almost about to be relisted because they were like right there at that 45 threshold mark, whatever I had at it. They were $0 cost to me. I had them listed at $22, and I feel like that's why they sat for a very long time. And because it's New Direction, so brand does matter sometimes. I dropped the price to $10, and they sold for $10. My profit on those pants were $4. These shoes, y'all know I be telling y'all all the time. Research the shoes, find the shoes, check the comps on the shoes. These little ugly things, okay, first of all, they're not ugly, but they're for a very specific type of utility and environment and things like that. So if y'all hear this person zooming on their pocket rocket in the background, I apologize. It's after school. So we got the Bogs. These are kids' shoes. I listed these on November 24th. They sold on November 28th. These cost me $5. I found them at a thrift store. They were listed for $45. Someone sent an offer for $35. I accepted it. My profit was $23. So happy there. And then we're going to wrap up with this one sale right here. This was my very first eBay sale. And if anybody out there has ever tried to attempt to sell on eBay, you already know what I'm about to say. I lost money on this sale. These blue Vion, and I was very happy to find these shoes because the comps on them were incredible. They cost me $2.88. I had them listed for $38. I sold them for $30. They sold on eBay. So I had them listed on November 19th and they sold November 23rd. So a very fast sale. However, if you're going to start listing on eBay, figure out that shipping shit fast, because eBay shipping is just so complicated. I'm not the person to even give you advice about it, but research it and research it well. Because if you overcharge for shipping, it could like make the listing sit longer because people think that they shouldn't be having to pay that much for shipping. But if you don't really understand eBay's shipping, which I did not and kind of still don't, you'll undercharge. And if you undercharge, okay, eBay's going to take the remainder of what should have been paid from your sale. Now, here's the thing. If you make eBay go behind you and check your work to be like, oh, you undercharged them and you underpaid for shipping, not only are we going to take the difference out from your profits, we're going to charge you for charging them incorrectly and making us go back and pull more money. So I got like triple charged for this. So for something that I had listed for $38 and it sold for $30, I ended up negative $6.08 on that purchase, and they cost me $2.88. So, altogether I lost like $9 on that. So I was very upset, and I honestly almost left eBay that very same day. Like, just delist everything. I was very angry. But we learned. So lo and behold, between October and November, as a brand spanking new part-time reseller, just piecing things together, learning as I go, 18 items sold, 17 were on Poshmark, 1 on eBay. My gross profit, that means all the profit before all the fees and all of this and all of that, was $652. How awesome, right? Between the cost of goods, the loss on those slippers, fees, Poshmark fees, eBay fees, and the discounted shipping and the free shipping, my take home in pocket was $319.02. So guys, let's keep growing together. Let's keep learning together. Research eBay shipping if you're gonna sell on eBay, and let's just keep being awesome. But thanks for tuning in, and please, if you have a second, if you don't mind, just like the video, super appreciate it, and hang out with me a little bit more. So if you want to subscribe, we can keep doing this thing together, baby. But now it's time to get some chips because I went to Moe's yesterday.